In the late 1970s, in 1978 specifically, Polaroid added the sonar feature to the SX70 land camera, giving you the ability to autofocus their cameras. This was incredible because the device would essentially send out a signal to your subject, and then it would return to the device inaudibly to human ears, but essentially giving you the ability to autofocus the camera incredibly quickly and incredibly precisely. This is one of my favorite all-time SLR cameras from Polaroid. If you've never seen one, never check one out. I highly recommend it. And that's why I want to give you guys an idea before you go pick up your own SX70 with the sonar function. So let's start with the pros of why the SX70 is awesome, specifically the one with the sonar function, obviously. So let's talk about the autofocus. Now, realistically, if you are trying to compare it to a modern digital camera, something that has IAF or computer-driven data when it comes to actually collecting focus for your image, of course it's not going to compare. But for a camera that's 50 years old, it's really snappy. It's actually really cool how it actually is able to collect focus for the images that it produces. This feature alone in the late 1970s and early 1980s was a game changer for photographers, especially instant shooters. But even more than that, it was the birthplace for autofocus and SLR bodies. It's really interesting, even today when we compare it to modern SLRs or DSLRs, how effective and consistent the autofocus mechanism is. The second thing that makes the Polaroid SX70 sonar version so interesting is that it is one of only a few options out there for Polaroid that gives you that glass lens that allows for really up-close focusing. Oddly enough, even the models today typically have about a 2-foot minimum distance between the front of the camera and your subject in order to get proper focus. However, the sonar model of the SX70, because it comes from the SX70 line, allows you to focus as low as 1 foot away from your subject, giving you the ability to get those really nice close-up shots when your subject is in your wheelhouse, which essentially means that you get the perks of having that SX70 body allowing you to close focus on your subjects, but then you have the autofocus to actually help you collect focus faster, more efficiently, and more consistently. And the third big pro, which goes to the SX70 line in general, not just specifically the sonar model, is that it allows for exposure compensation. And not to take an easy jab at the 600 line cameras that were the plastic chunky ones from the 80s and 90s, which I absolutely love, at least because the sonar model is an SX70, you have the ability to adjust your exposure, even by a little bit is nice. But of course, no camera is perfect, so of course it's going to have drawbacks because of either age or the size or just certain features that come along with the fact that the sonar works off of sound, obviously, for focusing. All of these things I wanted to mention because I wanted to be fair when I talk about a product when you're thinking about picking it up. So it might not work for everybody, but these are the things you'll probably hear the most when somebody has something negative to say about the system. But on top of that, I do want to throw in some caveats because I think it's only fair that a couple of these really might not be problems for everybody. So let's talk about the cons. So usually the first negative that you hear when you talk about the SX70 sonar model is the fact that the sonar module on top of the camera adds to a little bit of weight and a little bit of length and height when you actually extend it to take your photos. So simply put, it is a little bit bigger than the older brother, the traditional SX70, simply because the module is above the actual lens and shutter of the camera. So therefore, in this configuration, it's going to be a little bit longer, and when you extend it out, it's going to be a little bit taller. So it is what it is in that case. However, the second issue that usually gets brought up the most is probably the bigger of the two issues when you talk about the SX70 with the sonar function. And this issue comes from the name itself and the fact that this camera operates using sound or sonar from the module to the subject and back to the module in order to gain focus. Now, this is something that was amazing back in the day and in my opinion is still amazing, using sound as a focusing tool. However, usually when you hear negatives about this system is the fact that you can't shoot through objects as easily with the autofocused engaged, purely because it's going to reverberate the sound off of whatever the closest object is. So that means if you're shooting behind a piece of glass, like shooting through a window, it's not going to focus beyond the window typically. Or if you have things in front of the glass that are in your forefront, then typically it's going to focus on those as well versus your subject, which might be behind the foreground objects. However, in this system's defense, it has to be mentioned that these ideas are already brought up in the original owner's manual from 1970. So the idea that it can't shoot through glass or that forefront objects will be focused on over those in the background are already brought up. And it even says inside the manual, all you have to do is set the lens manually. So for those of you who are considering this option but saw some of those negatives because maybe you shoot through those subjects very often and didn't pick up this camera because of that, I think it is good to mention that autofocus for this camera is an option, not a mandate. Simply by pressing the button on the front of the camera, you can actually disengage the autofocus, allowing you to essentially use the camera in a completely manual state. However, I think even beyond the first ideas, there is at least one that should be mentioned that probably doesn't nearly as much, that will cause a learning curve for people that are just beginning to use the system. And this is the fact that the sonar function only operates through the shutter button. So instead of having the ability to press two different buttons, maybe first engaging the autofocus and then second taking your frame, it's all engaged through the same shutter button. So like I said previously, you have to first half press the shutter button and then full press to take your frame. So initially, I think this is where the learning curve will be because people will miss photos thinking that they hear the actual camera engaging the shutter when realistically the autofocus is changing the lens. So you're trying to actually pay attention to the wrong thing and you're going to miss photos, at least initially. So I don't think this is necessarily a negative, but it's definitely going to be something that's going to cause a learning curve, especially at the beginning. And if you need an example to prove this, I've used these cameras quite a bit over time, and even I still do this where I think that the photo is going to be taken, but realistically it's the sound of the gears focusing the lens. Here's a clip of this actually occurring in the field. In this clip, I do just this. I expect to take the photo when I hear the actual engaging motors, thinking that I've completely pressed the shutter button, when realistically I've only autofocused to my subject. So instead of completely going all the way through with that single press, I end up half pressing and then re-half pressing and then re-half pressing again before I realize what I've done and why the photo is not being taken, before I realize that I need to completely go all the way through the shutter button in order to take the frame. Again, I'd like to mention that this is a learning curve sort of aspect, not really a negative, but it is something that is more important to me than something like weight or the fact that it might be a little bit bigger than another camera, because this is something that is going to engage and disengage how you take a photo. It's something that you're going to have to pay attention to. Eventually, it'll completely go away, but initially, it'll be something that you might miss photos because of. So it's something to mention for my list here. And beyond all of that, just remember that you're shooting film. You're supposed to be enjoying it, my dude. Enjoy the experience. Have fun with it. Don't let it stress you out. But now for an overall. Do I think you watching this video who have considered buying one possibly or are thinking about it now should pick one up? I think absolutely you should. They're some of the most interesting cameras and give you some of the most creative shots that we just don't see a whole lot anymore, and I think you'll really enjoy it, especially if you pick something up like this that has the sonar function, whether you go SX70 or some other version, maybe the 600 cameras. Polaroids are really fun, but realistically, I think that the sonar model is probably one of the best models that Polaroid ever created, by giving you the ability to at least take one of the hardest parts of film photography off of your plate. But now, if you've seen this video all the way to this point, hopefully you will consider hitting that subscribe button, the bell notification, and the thumbs up, all so you can see new content, new film stuff, new photography content, because I know your subscription feed needs some more. So hopefully you will do all of those things. And hopefully while you're down there, you'll check out my links for Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and also leave me a comment letting me know what you think about the SX70, the Sonar model, or even Polaroid or film in general. I would love to talk about all of those things. But for now, I'm going to hit you with my typical peace out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Go shoot some Polaroids. Let me know how it goes out.
So that was pretty cool. That guy was really nice. Usually that's what happens when people like old cars, they want you to take photos. They're usually really nice. Really, really nice. He like slowed from like there, saw me shoot, and then like let me take it. And especially with an SX70, it takes a minute to take the photo, so we'll see how that one comes out. So we'll try and find the next spot.